5:30 a.m. Central Time. Welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge we have from 1939. Albertsons Silver Rum. I have to buy another bottle. This was $2.99, $2.99. True story. So I'll get another bottle that'll give me 750 milliliters for $5.98 next time I'm in Hammond. Hopefully sooner than later. So anyway, beautiful plastic bottle, 375 milliliter bottle. It says bottled by County Line Distillers, Louisville, Kentucky, but it's a product of the United States Virgin Islands, which the United States purchased from Denmark in 1917. It used to be the Danish Virgin Islands. Now President Trump's talking about maybe he wants to purchase Greenland from Denmark. Denmark says, out of the question. No way. Well, let's see about that. Anyway, Captain Morgan white rum, a Caribbean white rum, it says, which doesn't mean much since almost all of them are, but they have Brazilian rums and Louisiana rums and so forth. 5 times distilled, rum distilled in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands, St. Croix, same place where we get Cruzan rum. People who live in St. Croix are called Croatians, and they have Croatian rum, Cruzan rum. Okay, bottled in Connecticut by Diageo. Young Mr. Jazz says, good morning, Ron. Good morning to you. Where's my glasses? Oh, left them in the other room. Sorry about that. Couldn't figure out where I had set them down. Now, I thought it was very strange that Captain Morgan, which I think it was introduced in 1946 or 1943, sometime in the 1940s by Seagram's. Most of these old brands are Seagram's brands. But I said, it's strange that they didn't introduce a Captain Morgan white rum until 2014. Couldn't understand that. Well, come to find out by looking at old internet advertisements, old magazine ads on internet image search, that looked like around 1973 there was an advertisement for Morgan White, Morgan White, White. I said, oh, it was a different name, and for some reason it had gone away, and then Diageo realized, it doesn't make any sense. So under the Captain Morgan name at least. So let me see something. No. It was probably around since they introduced Captain Morgan, probably part of the original lineup. Captain Morgan. Okay, so let's see. Captain Morgan white rum goes remarkably well in a mojito, perhaps second only to Havana Club. I've never had Havana Club, but I've seen it. Havana. The one owned by the real owners, the Bacardi people, not the Comunista. Okay. Let's see. Oh, man, I had to work over an hour late yesterday. I've been behind on everything I'm trying to do, so I didn't make my tags. You're almost, in a way, surprised I'm doing Dawnbusters with everything. It says Captain Morgan White. Let me get some tape. These tags work really well. Years ago, I was watching somebody do it, the blind taste test, and I don't think that person has a video channel anymore. If they do, it's defunct, but he was doing it this way, and I said, that's a good way to do it. Do it yourself blind taste test. It's not perfect because you got to mix them up and you might not quite get them obscured, but you try. It's best to have somebody mix them up in another room, with the tags, and then come bring them to you, and then they don't even know which is which. But blind taste test, that's the way to go. There was a guy that used to do video reviews, beer reviews, and he was doing a taste test, but he was just looking one at the other. And I said, don't you think a blind taste test would be better, because then you don't know? He said he didn't see the value in it. I think I could have explained to him the value in it if he'd listened to me. But the pristine waters of the Caribbean inspired the creation of Captain Morgan White rum. Yeah, probably more inspiration came from the idea that they needed to have a white rum. A white rum that is 5 times distilled and made with fine cane molasses. Captain Morgan White rum is as smooth as the captain himself. There's Captain Morgan with his left leg cocked up on the treasure chest, looking all suave. And that's the new label, the colored label. Red jacket, blue pants, blue cape, red cap, brown boots. Brown boots and a sword. Cutlass. Oh, well, I had bought this about a month before they came out with the new label. And I got a lot of rum left. Look at this big bottle. I got a deal on it. It's about $20, but I got it for $16 for this big, because they had a special. If you bought 2 bottles, you got $8 back, an $8 rebate. So I sent it in. A few weeks later, got the check. Now, Diageo, you might say, I'm never going to get paid back, but then it'll come in. Here it comes. Embossed label. This is one of your mainline white rums, okay? One of your, premium, they call it. In beer, you'd be talking about Budweiser, Michelob, Corona Extra, Heineken, Miller Genuine Draft type thing. And whiskey, you'd be talking about Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Crown Royal, Johnny Walker Red Label. And then in rum, you're talking about Bacardi, Captain Morgan, I guess Cruzan, Havana Club, Black Seal, just general products. Admiral Nelson might be one. Maybe Margaritaville now. See that everywhere, Margaritaville from the Jimmy Buffett empire. Okay. Perfect for mojito, blackberry mojito. Well, there you go. See, it says perfect for a blackberry mojito. Perfect for Captain Caipirinha. Caipirinha. Okay. View the recipe. Most of these good liquor websites have recipes. Some of the junky ones don't, but they're not any good. Let's see if they have a history of Captain Morgan. There is only one Captain Morgan. I don't see that. Pretty sure it was 1943. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Okay. Evidence going both ways. Oh, wait. Do you believe the is a man-made. Oh, I don't know. I mean, you can read every kind of website and they'll talk about it. I know, and that's when you got to watch it. I know for sure the reason. I'm like, mm-hmm. So then it's like a hamster in a cage. Hamster, the wheel, you just spinning around, around, around. Well, whatever the origins are is another story. But the National Socialism that we happen to suffer under, that's not a theory, right? That's a reality of living in a dictatorship. So that's the reality, which we so strenuously oppose, as you know. So 7 chimes for freedom, 7 chimes for a free America. Okay. Well, they're both silver. Don't look different. The Albertsons, now we got the hungry hippie watching us, I bet you. The hungry hippie's doing better. And he likes to watch the videos. So, hello, hungry hippie. Who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for Albertsons, this lowly private label, not even produced anymore because they replaced it with King Square, which can be sold at any of the Albertsons store chains, Jewel Osco, United Grocery, Amigos, Super Value, so on. Okay, makes sense. This bottle is so old. This bottle's so old. Well, I know it's old because somewhere on it says 2012. 8 years. Well, they have them in the warehouse. Everything. But it's been performing above its price point. $5.98 a bottle. Hey. It's been doing well. Captain Morgan gonna run you about $10.99. A regular size bottle, $7.50. $10.99 by $10.99, which is $11, right? Minus a penny. So you're looking at $11 versus $6. Let's go by the standard bottle size price. Is Captain Morgan going to be $5 a bottle better? My prediction is no, it won't be, and I'll be lucky if I can tell them apart. That's how well County Line Distillers did with this, meaning Sazerac Company. You see, they got so many alias names. Or as the U.S. government calls it, assumed names. Oh, little sourness. You say sour. Okay, let's think about it. They're using light molasses from a sugarcane stalk. They grow sugarcane in the Caribbean, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Louisiana. I see them planting the sugar. I see that sugarcane growing up everywhere. We better get some rain, though. We need rain. Everything's so dry. It's like a desert. We need rain. I've been praying for rain. But the sugarcane, I live close to sugarcane plantations all around. But they have like that sour vegetable aroma, almost like how do you explain it? It's something. And then this is like a fermented thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But it's not like processed sugar, but that smells strong too, like a sugar smell. But this is a more vegetable matter smell. Not a bad smell, no, like grass. Well, sugarcane is a grass. It's a type of grass. Grass filled with sugar. It's cane. Cane is a grass. Bamboo is a grass. Bamboo is grass. And you can make a fishing pole out of it. What? Where? Well, it smells nice. It smells like, just standard, regular old white rum. How many people, what percentage of drinkers drink white rum straight? If it was as high as 1%, I'd be shocked. So I would assume it's less than 1%. I would say over 99% of people that buy white rum are going straight to mix, straight to highballs, cocktails. Well, I guess highball it can only be made with whiskey, right? Or am I wrong? Isn't highball a whiskey only thing. I don't know. What do I know for mixology? What do I know for cocktails? Okay, anyway, apparently a cocktail was only one type of drink at one time. It was just a type of mixed drink. It's called a cocktail. But now that people just use that term to refer to any kind of mixed drink. Well, cheers, Ron, says Drewski Brewski. Highball is a classification of a cocktail. That's what I thought. My father always used to say, I'm going to make a highball. Back in his old drinking days, which he retired from 17 years ago, he says 18. Oh. He says 18. Oh, no, this does not smell alike at all. This is like sugar, like sweet rock candy sugar. Now, I don't mean it's as loud and as incredibly odd as Caliber. You want to taste the most strangest white rum in the world, then get Caliber from Walmart for $9.96, a huge jug bottle. No joke. It might have gone up to $10.96, but I still think it's ringing up at $9.96, $9.96, $9.96, $9. That tastes like you are eating bride's cake, wedding cake icing. It'll blow your mind, man. It is so sugary sweet. It's like confectionery sugar. It is unbelievable. Powdered sugar. It doesn't taste bad. No, it's just so strange. Also very strange. Now this smells like sugar cane, more standard sugar, just sugar, you see. Oh, let's eat some beignets. I'll pour some rum on it. That's what I'm talking about. And if I was in Ontario, I'd say that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I work with a woman from Canada, and she's always talking about this, talking about that. All right. And she'll ask me, she makes like a declarative question statement. Like, those are good ribs, eh? What she means is, those are good ribs, are they not? I think that's what that means in that dialect, that like, those are good ribs, are they not? But she'll say, those are good ribs, eh? I said, they're great. You know, they must use a very detailed process to be. All right. So sour, sweet, sour, sweet, sour, sweet. Now, do they smell alike? Obviously not. Which is which? I get the inkling that this is the Sazerac one, the County Line Distillers, Albertsons, and I get an inkling this is the Captain Morgan, because wouldn't it be the case that they gave me that Captain Morgan would be more sugary sweet? I don't know. Let's go with the taste. Okay, cheers to all of that. Oh, that's so much grass. What about it? Oh, the house, the mouse ran about the house. All right. You can't do that on television. All right. Anyway, this tastes like grass. You say grass, eh? Song of the South. They gobble them down and the plate comes back for Hungry Jack. Yeah. It tastes like grass, like sugar cane stalk grass. No. If only. Pepper, black pepper, char, barrel char. Is it bitey? I would not say that. Is it harsh? I would not say that. Is it unique? I would say that. Is it somewhat strange? I would say that. Is it enjoyable? I would say that. Does it taste like it's got a particularly long age on it? I would not say that. Does it taste like really cheap? I would not agree with that. Okay, so we're breaking it down. Right. I do know what you mean. If we're breaking it down, 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 boogie down. And I'm really thinking that it's the Albertsons, which is no longer made, but yet it might still be made under the new name. I say the new name. Uh-oh. You're going to catch me under the bridge with the bricks in my pocket. Anyway, under the bridge downtown. Now, King Square, you dig? King Square. Okay, now let's go over here. I gave my life away. Oh, that is so sugary sweet. It tastes like sugar. You know how sometimes when you're eating sugar, this is what it tastes like. I don't mean eating it straight. You know what I'm saying? Like things with sugar. But this is going to really placate your sweet tooth. You say, well, I'm addicted to sugar. I'm a sugar addict. Some people are addicted to sugar, I think. Everything is about sugar. Sugar this, sugar that, sugar everywhere. They're going to try for the kingdom if they can, because a great big clipper ship don't know. And I think that I just don't know. Well, y'all, I have made a big decision. I'm gonna defy my life. These don't taste alike. I mean, yes, they taste like white rum, but they don't taste alike. This one is sweet and this one is grassy. That's the way I would call it. Think about grass, chewing on grass. Not that I'm a rabbit, but you know, the grassy flavors. The grassy flavors. And this one is sugar. Now, what would I rather drink? The grassiness or the sugariness? If I was feeling sassy, I would rather have the grassy. You know what I'm saying? You feel what my exemplification. It's the exemplification of my ramification. Like my father said, it would all depend on differential pressure. I say, okay. It would all depend on differential pressure. Okay, here's a bit of a psychedelic. Oh, young Mr. Jazz, what are you talking about? All right, Mr. Jazz, this stuff is my wife and it's my life. Or as my father would say, it's all about general principles. And I believe this is about general principles. And I think I know what it is. All kidding aside, as a comic in all seriousness, I want to say that I believe, and I strongly believe, very strongly believe that this is the Captain Morgan. It's the Captain Morgan. Why is that? Because I think the Captain Morgan is more sweeter. But guys' eyes are normal. All right. Here's his father's eyes. I think it's maniacs. I think it's Captain Morgan. Well, if I look underneath and it says CM, that doesn't stand for Carlos Marcello. That stands for Captain Morgan. So here we go. Here, get ready, hungry hippie. Here we go. Captain Morgan. One rum makes you smaller and one rum makes you tall. All right. It is Captain Morgan. And then the rum that your mother gives you. Now, and this is the Albertsons. Well, I'm starting to get a real dedicated ability with these because I'm getting used to them. If you taste as many rums as I taste, then you will start to get the facilities of it. No, I've tasted, well, I have tasted them more than a few times, but I just think that the Sazerac, and I really want to try all the other Sazerac brands. Now I'm hot to try it. I'm so hot for it because I have a feeling that the Sazerac line is going to have that grassy note. I want to try Margaritaville. There's a white, there's a gold, there's a overproof 151. Of course, there's a spice. Everybody always has a spice. Any brand that got spiced, okay? Albertsons spice, well now King Square spice. You know that. I know that. The American people know that. Bob Dole knows that. So I want to try all the Albertsons because I think they're all going to have, no, what am I saying? The Sazerac. But then Caliber didn't. Caliber has that strong, almost, it's almost like a metallic sword. It's like, it cuts through. It's so sweet. Unusually sweet, decidedly sweet. So maybe they don't all have the grassiness, but I think tonight, live on Thunder and Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Pacific, I think that the Ron Pontalba, named after the Pontalba Apartments, America's most expensive public housing project, is gonna have a grassy note. Oh, this is like sugar. I'm just drinking sugar water. I mean, but it's 40% alcohol, sugar water. Ha ha ha. But no joke. Which one's better? Well, we know clearly one thing we know. There's no way that the Captain Morgan is $5 better. I would never go along with that. There's no way on this, in this world or the next, that I would buy Captain Morgan over the Albertsons. $5 more a bottle, and what am I getting better? Nothing. It's sugary stuff. Okay. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we're trying to reconnect. What? Don't you play games with me, internet? Okay. But to me, I think the grassy one, the vegetative one, is a little more interesting, honestly. It's got a little more, what do you call it? Gourmet aspects to it. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? But I do believe that. Hey, it just goes to show you, don't discount a store brand product. Private label. People are, they'll just carte blanche say, oh, it's private label, it's garbage. I don't play games with that. I only buy the premier stuff. Well, I think you'd be selling yourself short. Now, can you get some very odd and unpleasant private label products? Yeah, you can. And you will. But can you find some very interesting private label and I might add high quality private label products? You can and you will. And I would say the chances are much better these days. Now, in 1978 to 80, yeah, well, that was a different story. But today, in the early 21st century, you can find some very high quality private label products. And I at least I would say in breakfast cereal, coffee, rum. Yes, you can do that. And I find this shocking, but I'm going to go with the Albertsons as the winner. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to say Albertsons wins, and that is hard to believe. To think that lowly Albertsons could defeat Captain Morgan, I would have never believed it. I would have given money. I would have bet. I would have said, no way. It's going to do it. It's going to hold its own because this has been performing far above its price point, okay? But to think that it would win, I would have laughed that off. I would have said, no, I mean, there are limits beyond which I cannot even be pushed. But there you go. 30 minutes in the books, and Albertsons wins. Can't believe it. I'm drinking a twisted tea, basically sugar water, but I like it sometimes. Yeah. Well, I posted a video today of best damn hard iced tea. It was rancid. It was from 2 years ago, and it was rancid. Rotted. rancid. I dumped it out. I said, oh, no, no, this guy ain't drinking this. I took one sip, and then I started verbally abusing the 3-tier system. So then if you watch that video, the rest of the video is me openly and without hesitation verbally abusing the 3-tier system, screaming, hollering, rant. I wasn't really screaming and hollering, but I was ranting and raving, and very justifiably so. So anyway, thanks for watching this video production. Everybody take care, and we'll be back later on.